Hello, my lovely chows of the internet. It is I, Multi-Man, or Multi. Welcome. I know it's been way too long that we've had a formal video like this, but I think it's only appropriate because, well, soon we're going to be at an end of an era. I just wanted to inform you that because I don't know if you guys really understand how big of an impact it is until you understand that, you know, being on a platform that has been here for like an entire era and has been growing and been getting weird and wild and sometimes on everybody's nerves, yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about the fact that, yes, by the end of this year we'll be hitting 2020, we'll be in a new era / decade of YouTube soon, and we won't be the same as we were probably at the beginning. But because of that, it also makes me want to just sit back and reminisce a little bit. And probably all the footage that you'll see, the stuff that I've had throughout, you know, a few years of, you know, doing stuff on YouTube too. Because if I'm being honest, which I mean I am, I enjoyed my time on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. Even if I have been basically not, I've been absent all this year, I still do quite enjoy YouTube. I know there's been these difficulties recently with the whole COPPA situation, but it is being basically resolved. I wouldn't say 100% for everybody, because there's still a large chunk of I don't know what I would say. YouTube stuff that is still kind of unaccounted for and also not encouraged because, you know, companies still trying to push policies even if they don't say that they aren't. But, you know, in the most part, at least we're getting back to a little bit of normalcy. A little bit. So basically, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, no, I'm not even going to explain. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to beat around the bush, but basically any YouTubers who were trying to make income were basically threatened by, you know, a law and policy enforcement that basically was trying to help protect children all over the internet because, you know, gathering data on children is bad and blah 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 blah. But, you know, long story short, stuff has come up. YouTube has had to integrate new rules. People were worried. I was worried. I actually made a different separate recording from this where it was me actually saying that it was an end of an era. But I was very kind of like bitter because I was more sad for other channels that aren't mine because my channel isn't big enough. And secondly, I don't monetize any of myself on my channel anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But no, now that I've actually sat down and I've seen that stuff has changed too, and how YouTube is trying to course correct itself, and I really mean try, because it's gonna take a whole lot for them to still earn the trust of the users again, because oh boy. You mean, I'm not saying that some of this could have been stopped if, you know, YouTube would have listened to the users a long time ago, especially when we had complaints about certain things, but no, it got pushed to the point where now it's actually a problem because, you know, big companies and stuff want to sue and get upset and then pull out ad revenue, and then it's a problem. But in any case, I'm not going to rag too much on that, because again, as one of my favorite YouTubers would say, I'm optimistic about things. I like to call it carelessly optimistic, and if you're not careful, you might drown in it, so do be careful. But no, I guess one thing I can talk about is what is going to be the state of the channel next year. Because, I mean, you guys probably saw that I did almost next to nothing this year. And to be honest, it's kind of up in the air, because I was planning on doing something this year for a Let's Play I was going to do. It ended up not panning out because of all kinds of stuff that happened with having my stuff that stored all my footage and stuff that you're seeing on screen now got corrupted and broken, and I literally had to wait like 3 months before I had to get it fixed, and then I lost all interest in doing videos because I felt devastated and I felt like I wasn't going to get it back. And if I was to get it back, it would have cost me like an arm and a leg to get my data back, and I was actually kind of crushed. But now I'm just kind of missing doing stuff on YouTube, even if it's freeform like this. So we'll see what happens, okay? Because to be honest, I may just start a random podcast called the Empty Room Podcast. It'll be just me. And it's just going to be a podcast that I'm going to have on the channel until it gets too many views, then I will delete it. And if you're wondering why that's the case, well, I'll explain in the podcast when I eventually do it. But I would like to do more random / freeform stuff like that, because I still like to make video gameplay stuff too. But as of right now, my technology still isn't up to snuff with that. But it's oh well. If you do want to still see video game stuff, I would recommend going on the Kazuto Games channel. I'll have a link in the description because those guys are cool. They're my friends. And also, they've been playing a lot of new stuff because I lent them my capture card because they have a better setup than I do. So I decided, hey, why? Shoot, the more the merrier, dude. But no, I guess I should in this video talk about mostly how I've enjoyed this era of YouTube. I mean, I've been here since the whole it was still kind of a dating site and kind of not, and then it was a also a just really weird video platform. That also, I still miss the days where you could still edit and customize your own layout on your channel, because man, I remember how much time I would just spend out of my day after school, back when I was in middle school and I started having a YouTube channel and just making stuff to make my channel look cool. And now I can't do a lot of that anymore, but you know, it's still enough to make it look nice. Like, I just made that new banner on my channel just because I was kind of bored and I was kind of missing YouTube. But you know, I just wanted to put something out there, and I did. So I'm happy that I did it. But no, making Let's Play and content on my channel for these past few years, I was kind of going back for all my videos because of the whole other situation that's going on. But I was looking back and I'm like, duh, man, I really can't believe I've made all these videos over the span of like 10 years. And it doesn't even feel like it's been 10 years. Some of the content I'm more proud of than others, obviously, because some of it looks better and some of it had more funnier jokes. I'll always look back to my old camcorder, watching myself play Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and me going on my laughing tirade. Those were the times, and just being able to be absolutely insufferably funny, just because I forced it. But you know, I can't say that, even though YouTube is the way it is, I can't say that it's without merit, you know? Just like people in your family sometimes aren't, you know, always the same that you remember when you were younger, because you're so innocent and so naive. And when you get to grow up and have perspective, it may not be the same as you remember back then, but you still appreciate them for growing, for making you allowing you to be able to grow up in a way so you can feel good about yourself too. And that's the same with me and YouTube, where it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be ever going back into making like serious sit down and work content again, but I do know that I still want to do stuff, even if it's small little things that aren't really mind-boggling or like super transformative. But in the end, I mean, a lot of YouTube content isn't the brain-busting stuff that it is, so I shouldn't really compare myself to that. But, that being said, I still think that YouTube will always have a place in my heart, even if it comes to the point where YouTube as a whole website ends up eventually leaving, which I don't doubt that one day it will, because, you know, even if the stuff is getting resolved on YouTube, there could just be one day that literally, oh, I don't know, something bad could happen within the company, and then it's actually unable to actually be able to be kept together as a company because of something that happens. But all I'm gonna say is that I'm looking forward to 2020. I don't know what you guys can even expect from me. That's why I'm like kind of like a loss for words, and sometimes have to repeat myself because it's true. I'm just basically living off of a whim now. I've been trying to, since I've been not doing YouTube, I've just been trying to better myself in physical aspects, like trying to get more healthy by actually understanding what is important to do, such as exercise at least a little bit sometimes, and also make sure to keep hydrated, boys, because maybe one day we just won't have water, and then you're gonna be the one who looks dumb. But no, I guess this is basically it. I just wanted to go on a tangent, being like it's an end of the old era of YouTube, and then 2020 will be the new era. Same with me. It's going to be an end of an era for me because I've been here for almost 10 years. I started back in 2011, so when I was allowed to make a YouTube account because I followed the rules, and I would have been like just on the cusp of turning 13. So, you know, I mean, I would recommend content for you guys to watch. I mean, but you guys know where the playlists and stuff are. I've like on my own personal time, I've just made playlists so people can just go back and watch all of my old content, because a lot of it is actually kind of good and still memorable to go back and watch. Like, some of the stuff I used to edit actually makes me go, huh, I did do that, huh? But I won't delete any of my stuff if I don't have to, because, again, it's still a part of my history. So, if I can preserve any of my content on YouTube for as long as I can, I will. But, like I said, the new era starts literally less than, 28 days? 27 days. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on out, because for me, I'm just going to take it as it goes. If you guys see content from me, feel free to come by and swing by and see what it is. But like I said, I'm probably only going to focus on doing a small little podcast thing that's going to be just me rambling about nothing, but also being like, haha, if too many people know what's going on, then I have to delete it, because nobody should know. Nobody should know. But anyways, guys, this has been Multi-Man. I hope you wonderful chows have a wonderful day, evening, or whatever time zone you are at, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the next era of your life, because, to be honest, living in this whole decade for me was quite a roller coaster. Matured and grown and learned a lot, so I'm hoping to accelerate myself so we can continue our little partnership into the near future. So, as that being said, I have been Multi-Man, and I'll catch you lovely chows on the internet next time in the next video we have. So, ciao ciao, until then.